Hey everybody, welcome to our Google Classroom, our virtual online classroom for CIA, Christian Instruction for Adults. This is a little introductory video to tell you a bit about how this class can work out. First of all, we're going to meet on Sunday mornings at 9 o'clock during our Bible study hour, and you're invited to join us starting on February 18th. And we'll introduce the topic for the week, which comes from Luther's Small Catechism. One of the six chief parts of Christian faith: the Ten Commandments, the Apostles' Creed, the Lord's Prayer, the Sacrament of Holy Baptism, Confession and Absolution, and finally the Sacrament of the Altar. And then there will be a few other supplementary items as well. Our books that we're going to use are the basic books of the Christian faith. And first one is the Small Catechism, Dr. Luther. We'll get you a copy of this at church when you come to class. Actually, the first part is Luther's Catechism. It's just this small little bit right here. The back part of this book is an explanation, a bunch of questions and answers that have to deal with the basic topics of Luther's Small Catechism. Luther's Catechism is a summary of the essentials of the Christian faith. In addition to the Small Catechism, we'll also occasionally look up some stories in the Bible. We'll get you a copy of this, for one for each household. And we'll, like I said, occasionally use some longer stories, and we'll look those up in the Bible as well. In addition to the Catechism in the Bible, every Christian home should have a copy of the hymnal. This is the Lutheran hymnal, the hymnal we use at Trinity Lutheran Church. We have some extra copies of this as well, one for your household, and it's a great aid for for prayer, for devotion, and so forth. And then finally, we're using a little workbook, little textbook called Didache. Didache simply means teaching. And this book is basically the outline for our class, 12 sessions that deal with the basics of the Small Catechism, as well as a few other things that relate to that. So for each week, what we'll do is on Sunday morning, we'll introduce the topic and talk about the basics of the Catechism text. And then throughout the week, this virtual classroom will have some additional resources for you for meditation and reflection, and for further study for each of the lessons. And what we'll do is we'll have a video for devotion and meditation. There will be a reading guide for Didache. And that will be in the form of a quiz. There'll be multiple choice questions, but don't worry, it's not going to be graded. But you can click on the answer that you see in the book, and then there'll be some additional feedback as well after you submit your answers. And then finally, I'll also be posting some supplemental materials here and there that relate to our lesson, some links to other resources on the internet. So what we'll do is meet on our Sunday mornings, Sunday morning sessions, and then you'll have the opportunity to follow up throughout the week, and then we'll come back again for the next lesson and build upon what we learned previously. So I invite you to check back here to the Google Classroom on a regular basis after we finish with our lesson on Sunday mornings. And then when we finish the entire session, 12 sessions, you'll have the opportunity to say if what we teach is also what you believe, if you are in agreement with our teachings. We'll give you the opportunity to confess your faith and become a member at Trinity Lutheran Church, and also to join us in the fellowship of the altar, the Lord's Supper. So we look forward to that later on this spring. Look forward to having you all together this spring for our meditation on the Small Catechism and the basic teachings of the Christian faith as they're presented in Martin Luther's Small Catechism. So we'll see you all then. Take care. God bless.